Okay, here we go. Here we go. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Today we've got the Golden Arrows versus the Orlando Pirates at Mpumalanga Stadium in Hammersdale. That is where we're watching this game. Please remember, this is a watch-along, guys. It's a watch-along, so I'm not going to be able to show you the game. If you do want to watch the game, it is available on DSTV Stream and also on channel 202. That is where you can watch this game. I can't show you because of copyright. Already, I'm fighting copyright things on Facebook, man. I can't be fighting them on TikTok too. So we'll be watching along, and we will watch these two teams. Two teams that, man, started very indifferently to this season. On the one hand, you have Golden Arrows, who were number one at some point, or chasing his Sundowns, who started so brightly, but have lost their last 5 games, lost 6 if you count the other stuff, if you count the other games. So last 5 games they've lost. This is now, I believe, the worst losing run that the Arrows has ever gone on. So yeah, it's very interesting to see how this game is going to pan out. Pirates, on the other hand, you'll see from the form guide up there, they've won 4 of the last 5, with 1 drawn, and they haven't conceded. Imagine that, the Pirates hasn't conceded in all those games. So it's a test to see who basically wants it more. Pirates is number 7 on the log, while Golden Arrows is on number 5, 20 points. 22 points Arrows, 20 points to Pirates. Let's see if Pirates can make a significant jump again into this. Going into the starting lineups, for Golden Arrows, Mlungwana in goal, Shitolo Ndwandwe, Theron, Mansiane. Then you have Cross Van Roy, Tolane, Sibia Zwane, and Ryan Moon. Ooh, Ryan Moon, guys. Orlando Pirates side, you have Butelez in goal, Spisinda, Hoto, Tim Ndondlo, Maswanganyi, Otladisa makes a start. Kim Viudi also makes a start. Makarenge and Mahopa. The way that they've reported it to SuperSport is that the Pirates are going to be playing a 4-4-2 or 4-4-1-1 with Mahopa up front and Kim Viudi right behind him. And then a back 4 of Makaring on the right-hand side, Hoto on the left. And then, Nda and Sbisi in the middle. Then Otladisa will be playing on the left-hand side. On the left-hand side, with Tim and Ndondlo in the middle, Masangwanye on the right-hand side. I've got a poll running, so just let me know in the poll whether you feel as though Pirates is going to win, or whether Arrows will be able to recapture that form from the beginning of the season and maybe get 3 points nyana, man. 3 points nyana, Pella. The last time they faced a Soweto Giant at this stadium was the Kaizer Chiefs, and they managed to beat us. That was their last win in all competitions. Ngaskichi, Pirates. Why do you guys fight so hard, guys? Let other kids play, man. Funny how the bench is stronger than the lineup for Pirates. He's experimenting. He's carrying. First shot from the Pirates, Kim Viudi, taking a shot there 2 minutes in. There was a better option there. He had a runner right in front of him, but far post. Karabon. Mahopa made that space, then made the internal run. Who was available? There was someone available out wide. I just couldn't see the player. Let's go, guys. I might be a second or 2 behind. I am watching it on DSTV Stream. So Agent says the bench is stronger than the starting lineup. He's experimenting. Maybe it's the way to see these other players. Maybe you do need to see about Otladisa that have been cried about. And we already spoke about the big problem that's going to be facing the Pirates coach this season is going to be, you have such a big squad. You're going to have to use these players at some point or another. I don't know if versus Golden Arrows is the game where you do it, but it's not like they do any better when they're playing versus Cape Town Spurs. I just had to. I couldn't let it go. So let's see how Pirates does it. Pananom says, Sanbanana Overthinkers, a straight win for the Bucks. We are Mamelodi Sundowns. Hey, Pananom. It's going to be as straightforward. Let's look at the last 5 results for Golden Arrows. On the 4th of November, they played Amazulu, got beaten 3-0 in the Carling knockout. They got beaten 1-0 by Royal AM. Then they lost 3-1 to Amazulu, lost 1-0 to Cape Town City, and in their most previous game, Mr. Pound for Pound got 2 goals and beat them as well. So they're in a rut. They're losing games. Pirates should be able to add on, but like I said, Pirates is good. But when they face teams that are in a rut or in a bad way, they give them points, So maybe Golden Arrows will be hoping for some Cape Town Spurs type luck. As a reminder, Cape Town Spurs' only win of the season came versus the Pirates. Just as a reminder. Pirates, on the other hand, 7 November, Skukune, they beat Skukune 1-0. 11 November, they beat Kaizer Chiefs 1-0. 25 November, they drew with Richards Bay 0-0. 5 December, they were able to beat the Swallows 2-0. And then their last game was the TS Galaxy, losers of the Carling knockout game final from yesterday. They beat them 1-0. Okay, let's see. They work together. Arrows always donate for them. Golden Arrows are struggling, lost 5 or 6 games. Pirates every season has Pirates. You don't ask why. The owners are together. Let's see, man. Let's see. Maybe Matu said something to Ivan, Dr. Ivan, at the last executive meeting. Who knows? Free kick to the Pirates, just on the edge of the box of the Arrows. Let's see. Hotto over it. Was he trying to trick the keeper there? Okay. We asked them for free kick. Moves, and this is what we get. He really tried to catch the keeper off guard with that weak shot. Alright, guys. Free kick routine, Free kick routine. This is what we get. Otto faking like he's gonna take the ball and then kicking it. Alright, guys. Come on. So, yesterday, Stellenbosch was crowned the Carling knockout champions. That's Bartlett's first trophy for Stellenbosch, and his first trophy since 2009. 2009, I think he got to a final, if I'm not mistaken. But since then, he hasn't been able to do anything. Ryan Moon on the attack versus Unda. Oh, that was a nice ball from Ryan Moon. Just a little bit powerful, but the idea was great. Great decision making. Let's see what Arrows can do here. Quiet first few minutes. It's been a quiet first few minutes. Outside of a slight chance, man. A slight chance. Pirates should leave routines. No, guys, man. I guess we must give them credit for trying. But that was so poor. They must leave it to Sundowns, their agent. They must leave it to Sundowns ladies, man. Sundowns ladies have routines that are incredible. Our PSL teams, the men's, Here we go. Let's see if Pirates still has the same problem they've been having over the past few weeks. The way I diagnose the Pirates, is that Pirates needs to build up a lot quicker. But the problem is that they've got a lot of ball-dominant players on the pitch. So they've got Ndai in defense who holds the ball quite a bit. They've got Tim in the midfield who nowadays drops back to fetch the ball. They've got Undondo on the pitch. Then it still has to somehow still get to Umasangwanyi. By the time the ball gets to the front, the defenses are set. They're already sitting. Hopefully they'll realize that they need to play a little bit faster. And I don't know if they can play faster with the players on the pitch. So it's an E for effort. Yeah, it's an E for effort, man. Agent, it's an E for effort in terms of them trying to play the ball, man, trying to do these free kick routines. I'm very happy for Stellies as long as it's not TS Galaxy who try to be popular. Hey, Mara, you guys, it feels like Sundowns, you guys hate TS Galaxy. You hate TS Galaxy with a burning passion. Guys, let the other kids be great, man. Let the other kids be great. Let them tell us about UEFA A licenses and all of that he's been speaking about. Amapagane FC. Did you see the coach crying? Guys. Hey, Lamos, oh, you guys hate him. You guys hate him. 9 minutes in, still very quiet. Outside of a tame free kick from Pirates, which went straight into the keeper's hands, and also a shot from Mu Undlo. That was, I don't know if you count it as a shot. But just watch, guys. I want you to watch how much time it takes Pirates to go from their defense into attack. Just watch how long it takes them. I think that is the weakness of this Pirates team, and it's a self-inflicted weakness. That if they were a little bit faster, they would catch teams, as they'd always been catching them. Pirates, for me, is a transition team, and it's a team where your wingers try to get in behind. What I'm seeing with today is that he's giving Hoto some freedom. So Hoto had been playing sort of like a back three. Makareng had been playing sort of that more defensive right back. But you're seeing Hoto push past Umaswangaini. Pushing past Otlarisa on the left-hand side and really getting into attacking places, which is possibly, a relief, man, for Hoto Abantu. Hoto Abantu was a winger for most of his life, and then now he has to come back and play this weird back position. Wait, Castron doesn't have front teeth. Huh? I've never watched him properly while he was taking the throw in. Oh, okay. Vieira, thank you for the follow. Also, Tulani Sky, thank you for the follow. Tarabona, how the guys are going to play. Goals per segment. Pirates scores average, 2 goals in the first 15 minutes. They usually do their damage 16 to 45 minutes, according to this stat that is being shown here by SABC. SABC, by Supersport. Also, just look for... I just want to make sure that I have my own stats here as well. Open up. Oh, they have this left back, man. I've been crying about this Arrows left back. Ukros. Oh, I've been crying about Ukros. Like you need someone like him in the team. I would love him go Kaizer Chiefs to take over from Muhlanti and Dove. Like, Evan. Take over from Muhlanti and Dove. Because my gosh, what a player. What a player. Left back wa Arrows, guys. Just watch him. Just watch him. And you see what happened just there is what I'm saying. Pirates take so long. By the time they get to the front, they have to play these inch perfect. Like, it must be so between the defender catching the ball and your striker getting the ball. It must be this much space. And sadly, there's no one who can play that specific ball. So when they get up front, they start trying to do these crossing moves, crossing runs, where you're like, but guys, the defense is sitting there. You're not going to get through like that. They're used to putting defenses in places where the defense is facing their own goal. Oh, Tladisa beats his man on the wing, cross in. Where the wingers aren't wingers. They cut in, but it starts from an early attack when you've got space in behind. And when you don't have space in behind, Paris becomes a very, very, very average team, to be honest with you. That's why you're seeing Saleng on the bench. You're seeing Saleng on the bench because Pirates is unable, because of the personnel and the way they're playing, it's unable to give Usaleng the early balls he needs to get into the box, and win balls and run in and do those curlers that he's famous for, those left-footed curlers that he's famous for, that almost won him player of the season last year. Okay, here comes Golden Arrows on a counter. Decision-making, guys, decision-making. It's too late to play that ball. You should have played it earlier, man. So that's how I assess Pirates. I assess Pirates as a team that needs to play with pace. They don't play with pace these days. They do not play with pace. And that's why they're not that much of a worry. Yes, they beat the Swallows 2-0, but in the last 5 games, it's been 3 1-0 wins, and then 1 0-0 with Richards Bay. That just tells you everything you need to know, that Pirates isn't necessarily a threat. They're not as much of a threat. The closest they looked to a threat actually was when Saleng came on late in the game versus the Swallows and lit it up, and they started playing fast and they started showing defenders. That's the Pirates that I'm used to, that I'd be afraid of. This Pirates right now, nah, guys, come on. But let's see, maybe Bokim Viudi and the huge number of number 10s they bought, maybe they can be a bit more creative. Kim Beauty trying a very, very, very creative pass there. Let's see. So yeah, Maparo Chuchu, where do you see us ending? Where do you see your team ending up this year? I almost said us. Where do you see your team ending up this year? Because for me, thus far, 6 wins, 2 losses, 6 wins, 2 draws, 5 losses. Start of the season has been disappointing, especially for a team that we were touting to be the ones chasing Mamelodi Sundowns. 13 points behind the Sundowns. Sundowns, I believe, with 2 or 3 games still in hand. And we were hoping that Pirates would be the representation, the league's biggest punch, the league's strongest punch. And it hasn't looked like it's going to be that way, and it doesn't look like Sundowns is going to slow down anytime soon. So them getting knocked out of the Champions League, them losing to Stellenbosch. I remember one of the 5 losses from Stellenbosch. It's incredible. It's incredible that this team hasn't taken the next step. And I also think it comes down to your signings as well. I feel like they signed so much in attack. They're missing players to play on the defensive side, I mean, you've lost Umunyane, you've lost Ushandu. Now you have to play Makaringa as a right back and Hoto as a left back. That wasn't addressed, The other address that they didn't make was that central midfield slot, that deep-lying central midfielder. When Gonda was injured, you could see a lot of weaknesses there. So Pirates have signed quite a few players, Mara. Is it enough? I don't know. Or maybe you can count Kim and Makaula and say that that's who they were looking at. I remember when we played here, it was raining. Ball was sticking all over the place. We didn't have a good go of this field. Oh yeah, also, is Jose now showing himself to be a coach? Like, for example, you know how you need strikers? Sometimes you have strikers that you can't give time to think. If you give them time to think, they'll mess up, and they coach on instinct, or they play on instinct. Is Jose proving to be that as a coach? Because when he didn't have a preseason, and he didn't have time with these players, and maybe didn't have control of a lot of the signings, he did very well. Finished second, won his 2 trophies, and was great. But now that he's been given time and there's signings that were made, and I'm sure his input was asked for, it seems that he's confusing himself. Who looks like they're winning? Oti, I'm not watching. Pirates are the busier of the two. I think Pirates have had chances, and Pirates have the ball. Golden Arrows looks like they're trying to sit back. They're going to sit back and hopefully try catch them by surprise. Essentially, that's what it's looking like. So Arrows hasn't shown up yet. They have no shots, nothing on target, very few attacks. Very, very few attacks. So up to this point, it's looking like Pirates. Arrows is most likely to win, says Ukost. Let's see. I mean, if there's one team that has struggled, it's been Pirates. And they've looked good in matches where they weren't tested. So let's see what Pirates does. Free kick Golden Arrows. We're 20 minutes in. Corner, Golden Arrows. Man, I was so happy for Golden Arrows at the beginning of the season. The beginning of the season when it was still Coach Mabuti and you had Coach Vusmuzi Vilagazi as the co-coaches. The only bad game that they had at that point was Sundowns, where they lost 4-0. But then they were playing such good football. They were number one. The question was always going to be whether they were going to be able to carry on doing this and carry on performing this way. And I think it shows you that sometimes you need a lot more quality. You need to spend money. Some of the times it may not be that these teams are playing badly. It may just be that they don't have the personnel, to be able to sustain it for 30 games. But to be fair to both Pirates, to be fair to both Sundowns, these other teams are well rested. Let's be honest. They're well rested. Last time, Golden Arrows played on the 9th. Then before there was the 26th. Pirates played on the 9th, and before that it was the 5th. I don't even want to get into Sundowns' fixture list because that one is incredible. So you could also make the argument that our Golden Arrows are the teams that are meant to be ready. That are meant to be well rested, that are meant to give these guys a run for their money. But yeah, maybe it goes down to coaching as well. I still say Arrows are relegation candidates. Hey, Malume Kuto, while there's Richards Bay and Cape Town Spurs, I don't know, hey? I don't know. This other teams, Kaizer Chiefs is there. Kaizer Chiefs, very well rested. It's a very well rested team. Rolani was complaining about not being able to coach his players because it's game after game after game every 3 days. What Chiefs, Zilibo Arrows, Zilibo Banbani. No excuse. Ghost says very true. Like Chiefs, these other teams are very well rested. They are. So maybe we should expect a bit more. Do we? I don't know how to ask this without sounding snacks. When we rate Coach Mabuti, and we look at especially what they did at the beginning of the season, would you say that if Arrows finished 8th, would you give him a good season? Would you say that was a good season? If we look at Jose Rivero, on the other hand, say Pirates finishes 3rd or 4th this year, would we still rate Jose highly? Because I think the other thing that we speak about when we speak about Jose, and when I speak to Pirates fans, they say that no, as we're building for next year will be the year when things like CAF, Champions League, and all of that happens. If he doesn't qualify for a CAF Champions League, how are Pirates fans feeling about Jose? Top 8 finish for Arrows is a good season anytime. So then does this mean Downs is underrated a bit? Yeah. Okay. Underrated and overrated. The performances are overrated because they have very big team. So if you were to give any coach a choice between a very big team, a very big quality team, very big quality team, or very small quality team with less games but a full league, a lot of people might want to take the bigger team. That's why they're overrated. Quality-wise, they're stronger than 80% of the league. Underrated is then going back to that thing of a big team. Jose right now seems to be struggling with having so many options available to him, right? So many options available to him. And you see it when he makes the changes and brings people in and does all that stuff. Sometimes you see there's a slight drop in the performance. There's certain questions they can't answer. So I think Sundowns is underrated in the fact that they have such a big team, and Rulani knows how to use them and when to use them. But in terms of just the league itself, I don't think having many games should be a problem that Sundowns is complaining about. I don't know if that makes sense. Ow, Prasten, Koristenzing, eh? He's plotting the next signings for Ipere. Allegedly. Let's see. Very true. Top 8 finish. Ghost says nope. Jose should be competing with Rulani now. Okay, that's who Ghost. Agent says a cup win and top 3 finish for Jose is a good season by PSL standards. But if he misses out on Champions League, what happens then? For Aro standard, I'll say yes. But as for backside, Jose has failed already in my side in the league, says Uthio. Brady says, why didn't you cover yesterday's game? Oh, I wasn't around. Unfortunately, I wasn't around, Brady. I didn't have access to my equipment. But yeah, good final. Win by Stellenbosch. The ambition and the low-level bar for some teams, top of the teams only, playing many games in a short space of time or being well-rested, that tends to be an excuse. Exactly, but that's why I'm like, you look at Jose's Pirates team, in comparison to his Sundowns, especially with the CAF, have been well-rested, right? Especially after getting knocked out of the Champions League. It's just about them catching up those games that they missed in the beginning when they anticipated having the Champions League. But he's struggling with the squad. Rulani, big squad, more games, but he doesn't seem to be struggling squad-wise. I know Champions League might be a different animal altogether, but in the league, he's not struggling. Then they say winning the league is a failure, but the effects most. Have you ever heard of fatigue? Like, look, if it was Supersport complaining, like Supersport is on a tight schedule right now with Confed and they're traveling. I get it, because Gavin Hunt is having to use teenagers in his team, right? That's how little the team is in Jen normally. But then Sundowns should not complain about that. I think it's hard to measure Sundowns because the quality of the PSL is performing at now. I don't know, man. I just feel like we allow too many excuses for our teams. That's what I feel like. We allow too many excuses for our teams. Sundowns has less training time, possibly less tactical what time. These teams are having weeks off. Think about Chiefs. Chiefs played when? Last week Saturday. Was it? Yeah, last week Saturday. They're only playing on Tuesday. So that's more than a week to sit back, relax, do training, do tactics, do all of that stuff. Will they come out better? I don't know. These teams, Abu Arrows, you can complain about, no, they're not going to be. I think I'm also assessing my own statement when I said, can a team do this for a full season? Now I'm thinking to myself, if they're getting sometimes weeks in between games, surely then, is that a penalty? That is a penalty to Pirates. This is how Pirates keeps getting away with it, man. This is how. Pirates can't score. They have struggled to score. Now you give away a penalty. Yeah, it's a penalty though. It's a penalty. I think Shitolo is going to be arguing about contact, but Kimviri's right foot makes contact with his knee as he's falling. Unfortunate, but because he missed the ball with his first action, it's a penalty. This is how Pirates keeps getting away with it. Pirates can't score. Pirates can't score. Let's see. I thought the ref was counting steps to the penalty spot. I'm like, how much do you not trust this thing? This pitch? Maswangani stepping up to take it. Oh, they're taking their time. Please, keeper. Mlungwana, can you do something, man? Mlungwana. There we go, 1-0. Pirates is leading, and they will not create another chance for the rest of this game. But they will have won, 5, 6 of the last 7 games? Let me just change the score quickly. Before I attend to the comments. This is how Pirates gets away with it. Okay, let's see. But I told you about arrows. OT, any concrete news regarding pizza and Chiefs? Personally, I need that guy at the village. I don't think he'll go to Chiefs. Unless there is a change of heart by the guys over there, I don't think he will go to Chiefs. I personally don't want him at Kaizer Chiefs. And it's not because he's a bad coach or anything. It's that I don't think he'll be allowed to do the things that he needs to do. I don't think he'll be allowed to do as much as we as fans want him to do. So I wouldn't want him to ruin his CV even more by coming to us, you know? Sundowns has a big squad, true, but how many players available for selections? Oh, that's true. But even those ones that are available, like if I asked you, would you rather have Kaizer Chiefs' bench or Sundowns' bench? I would take Sundowns' bench in the stands immediately. Because there's a lot of players that you guys have that don't play. Don't forget that part. You guys talk about Abu Nazir, you guys talk about some of the injured players, but most PSL teams would give a leg, would give a right leg, would sacrifice 3 players or whatever to have your guys' bench at Sundowns. Don't forget that. You know, the fact that you could have Abu Mkulisi not playing, you could have them just chilling on the bench in Abu Masego. Let's see. Malume Kutsu says Halagasha. Theo says that's a good pen. Yeah, it was a good pen. Keeper guessed right, just couldn't get to it. Press him. We have six more players than Pirates and 7 more than Chiefs. But the quality, Kumo, that's the thing I'm saying. Like the quality. If I were to choose, if honestly speaking, you're not a Sundowns fan, I'm not a Chiefs fan. We sit down and we say, here's Team A and Team B. If Team A is Sundowns, I'm choosing Team A all day. All day. Because the drop in quality won't be as high. I think maybe one of the only teams that can fight with you guys in that regard is the Pirates. Pirates, even when there's injuries and stuff like that, now Makaring is now playing right back and Hotzo's playing left back. Now Babo Nda came back into the team. Mabo team came back into the team. And still on the bench, you have Toki, you have Nare, who was key in the beginning of the season. You have Saleng, Loch, Mfukeng, Lepasa. That is insane. That is an insane bench. I don't even want to speak about Sundowns as well. Let me see if I can pull up Sundowns as one. I had it written here somewhere. Here we go. Bencha Sundowns, but this was from the TS Galaxy game. Onyango, Mashiko Siabi, Nkosi Masego, Ramotse, Sirino Nku. The last time you guys had benched, or you had Zungo on the bench the one time, you still got Abolibusa, who are only trying to play now, Abo Tiruk, Abo Mendieta, even though he's injured. You have Abo Mabue. Like, guys, I'm sorry. Sundowns can field any team in the PSL and win. Very few PSL teams can field a B team and win a game. That's what I'm trying to say. But again, I say credit to Rulani, because having a big squad doesn't automatically mean that you are good. Having a big squad means that you may have to rotate and manage players, right? So you have to give him credit for that. Jose, I believe, has been struggling with that this season, having to manage all of those players, you know? Here's Pirates on the attack. Ooh, shot taken. Has been struggling with that in my eyes. That's what's killed him. It was easier when Aboloch were not available, when Abo Pule were not available. I believe Tim was not available in the beginning of the season. It was easier. You could play a specific team all the time. That's what he was doing, right? I speak about it a lot. But now that all of these guys are back, how do you keep everybody warm? How do you make sure that everybody comes in and plays at a level? How many times has Pirates complained about Baloni coming in? Mahopa, people have complained about him, even though Shem, why Corella every now and then. You know, it's tough to have a big team. So yeah, I would still choose Sundowns' team over anybody else. And that's Sundowns' advantage. But going back to the point I made before, my only problem with the rest of the PSL teams is that I'd understand if you guys were also playing back to back to back, but because you guys don't have that many games, Golden Arrows doesn't have that many games they've played in comparison to a Sundowns, in comparison to a Pirates, you could make the argument that your first team should be rested enough to be ready to play all of these other games. You shouldn't be going on a 5-loss streak as Arrows. They're about to make it 6 losses in a row. You shouldn't be having that because you're well rested. Because your team that is playing gets to play all the time. Abos Bia, we were praising them at the beginning of the season. So what explains that drop-off? Also because you're not playing Mamelodi Sundowns all the time. So Arrows went from being number 1 in the log to then losing to Amazulu, conceding 6 goals versus Amazulu in 2 games, losing to Irale M, you know, for example. Right? Those are games that if you're top of the log, maybe you should be winning. So then you ask the question that what is the difference then? Why are they not able to sustain it? Maybe that's the question we should ask. But they become quality when they get to Sundowns. How many players left and not performed? That's another point. Hey guys, let's not make it a Sundowns love fest, man. Hey. I only do that for the Sundowns women's team. I was just making the argument. The Arrows defender could have done better. Their lack of basics in our players. That's why that's why I was saying that this is how Pirates gets away with things sometimes. Where I don't think Pirates has been dangerous. I don't think Pirates in this match has had that many chances or been that strong. But now a penalty's been given away and you're chasing. I think it was Alson Tabi on another live, another watchalong, who said that these games only become exciting if Arrows scores first. So if Arrows had scored the first goal, Pirates' quality would shine because they'd be chasing the game. But now, if Arrows decides to go gung-ho into the rest of this game, Pirates could score 3. So it becomes a balancing act. A balancing act. Because Pirates is the space team. But Oti, look at Erasmus, Villa, Ralani, Charlie, and Kapinga. They're struggling in respective teams. No PSL team plays like Mamelodi Sundowns, hence they struggle. I agree 100%. No, I agree 100%. I think part of what makes Sundowns the best team in the league is that they've got a set system. Their system is what makes players. I've said this before about Toli joining Abo Kaizer Chiefs, Abo Pilia joining Abo Kaizer Chiefs. You think that you're signing a star. Kante, not only was this person a star, true, yes, but they also had to play. They also played in that incredible system that was made for them. And do the other teams invest enough in those systems of theirs in order to make sure that their players are playing to their strengths? That's the question. This Pirates team is Makgopa. Is Makgopa playing the best position that he could play? Ndondo, we watched him play deep lying playmaker. Now he's been pushed up a little bit. Is he playing the best football that he can play? You get what I mean? Does the system suit them? Right? So yes, I will always give credit to Sundowns for not only having quality, but also having a style of play that by and large fits the squad and fits the players they're recruiting. Always say that, you know? Hi, PK. Ish. Man, now I don't have flowers anymore, man, for you guys. I have flowers for Banyana Style, not your team. Guys, what's the argument though? I feel like Sundowns fans and OT. Yeah, no, we all agree. We all agree. We all agree. But you know, man, hey, you Sundowns people, these days, man, Pirates, there we go. Getting, okay, cross in. 40 minutes in, Pirates is leading via a penalty scored by Umaswangaini. Very unnecessary penalty. Very unnecessary penalty there. Have you ever been on the field playing soccer? Yes, I have actually. That was a very weird question, and I have actually. Also worked in a soccer team, so does that help too? Let's see. I've also got a poll running, guys. I've got a poll that's running. Only one person has voted. Okay, one who's voted? Say Knox voted that Golden Arrows is going to win this game. At MS, the way we get credit, you're overwhelmed. They my agent. They don't know how to take credit. That's the problem with Sundowns fans. But you guys are always wanting to fight, even when somebody's making a good point on your behalf. I'm not a hater, guys. I'm not a hater. Yeah, so as you see in this game, they've been quiet, man. Hoto has been trying. I'm going to give, if there's one player I'm going to give credit in this game, it's Hoto. Hoto has made run after run after run after run. And for some reason, his teammates are just like, no, my guy, it's not today. Buyele Mova, go sit at the back. Go sit at the back or right lapo. PK, thank you for the gifts, as well as Kolani. Thank you for the gifts. Tell them how good you are in this game. Don't just leave it there. I don't want to say too much, guys. I'm okay. I'm okay. It's been a long time since I last played, but I was fairly good. I was very good when I played. So it's okay, guys. It's okay. We're here to talk football. Okay, the votes are coming in. We've got 2 saying Golden Arrows is going to win. We've got 1 saying a draw. We've got 1 saying Pirates to win. Heaven. Hello, last time Soweto Giant came to Hammersdale, they lost. So I don't know. Is it a penalty? Did they give the penalty? Am I behind that much? Somewhere on the screen. I'm not sure how it shows up on mobile. Just check there. Those who have voted, can you just let everybody know how it looks? Okay. Moon put the ball down. Yeah, that's a pen. That's a pen. That has to be a pen. That has to be a pen. Ryan Moon kicked by Usbisi. Oh, Podlela, Mar. Do we trust Podlela for the World Cup? Oh, pen and arrows. Yeah. Pen and arrows. There is a tick on arrows. Click on it. There we go. There we go. Thanks for the clarity there, agent. Guys, there's more people saying that Arrows will win or the game will be a draw than people saying that Pirates will win. You guys don't trust Pirates like that. Tarabon Spear about to take a penalty. Spear's another one. Shouldn't Spear be looked at by Bruce, man? Spear cross. I'll bring them into that team. 44 minutes. Let's see. Arabone Butelezi. Arabone Butelezi. Oh, 1-1. Aye, Hammersdale. Is Hammersdale going to take points off of another Soweto Giant? Zeng, zeng. Zeng, zeng. 1-1. They're starting from scratch now. Pirates is not getting away with this. Thank you, Arrows. Pirates can't get away with another poor performance that they win by a lucky goal. Okay, Pirates fans, I see you guys there in the poll. You've come back strong. PK. PK, ore, Pirates are winner. Okay, now they've balanced it out. Arrows win has 2 votes, a draw has 2 votes, Pirates win has 4. Let's go, man, Mapagania. Nothing to let too much, man. Pirates is not showing any interest in winning the match. Fish. Here's my thing. I think Pirates over the past few weeks, let's say the past 2 months, possibly even before that a little bit, I don't think Pirates knows how to play well anymore. I don't think Pirates knows how to score or how they score. I don't think they have anything down in terms of that. You know, I think the Pirates is a team that has a lot of talented players, but they don't know what to do with the ball. You know how we speak about system every year, Sundowns. Oh, there we go. Relax, boy, relax. Are they trying to get another penalty? Hey, Ryan Moon used to be deadly, man. I wonder what happened to Ryan Moon. But as I was saying, I don't think this is on purpose. I think Pirates genuinely, ever since the first Londo injury, and them being not there, ever since Monare was not available, and they brought in Abondabo team, this team doesn't know how to score. If I could ask you, outside of the penalty, what has Tito done this game? What is Tito's role then? Let me ask you actually, what is Tito's role? What is Kim Viudi's role? If you can just tell me that, I get you. But what do they do? Unda holds the ball more than anyone. By the time it gets to the front, it's up to Kim Viudi to win you a penalty. Brady saying draw. I say if Pirates lose, the coach will be in trouble. Hey, yeah, that pen, top corner. But the Pirates are says Master Icon. Butare says they have talents with no coach. Yes, CB has been consistent for the past 2 years. Yeah, I don't know why Usbia never got a call up. It's one of those players, man, that you wish could get a call up. Or maybe his age. It's like a board. Even though age doesn't seem to be an issue there by Hugo Bruce's team. I'm just trying to get Usbia's age so that maybe that's the issue here. He's 28. He's 28, 95. He's 28. And we can't necessarily say that coach doesn't like old players. There's some old players playing there. Yes, I know. Abo Zwane. It's to be expected. But surely, man, there are some players How old is Cross? I don't want to make anybody cross. See what you know what, it's fine. It's not that type of show. Okay, halftime. I just quickly want to see how old Cross is. Did Jose leave early? Oh, I thought Jose left early. See, Cross is 22. Why isn't he in Bafana Bafana? Anyway, I'm gonna go halftime now. I'm gonna allow in 4 guys. We're gonna speak about it. 4 people. We're gonna speak about it. It's only at the end where I allow everybody else in because we've got so many. We don't have that much time. There's the 15 minutes. So let's see. PK, stop helping them, man. Let them bench Lepasa. Why are you so invested in this Pirates win? Hey, Theo, get 2.5. Oh, Mara. Theo, hi, man. Hey, Tandale, 2.5. Guys, you can request. Remember that you have to be following me in order to request. At the bottom of the screen, there's a button that says multi-guest. Click on that button, request. I let you in. We have a conversation about what we've seen here in the first half. So let me let in the guys. There's one more space left. Okay. Malumukuzo, welcome to the show, my brother. How are you?
I'm not Mr. Oti. How are you?
You're right, man. You know, when my team is off for more than a week, hey, something happens to me, man. But anyway, hey, something happens, man. Tell me, what did you see from this first half?
Yeah, it was a long first half. Game entertaining in patches. The players have it, but that's hard, man, you know. But the most important one for me was how we got a penalty. The problem I saw with it's not about tactics, about us and a team that suddenly plays deep. It's the players, that their confidence to try new things, or to try not new things, but to try adventurous things.
Yeah.
That pass from Unda has been on for Undlondlo on so many occasions. At some point, he also turned, and the crowd asked, "Oh, I'll forget Hoto," because Hoto was on his bike already.
Otto
You
kept
understand?
going on his bike with half.
Exactly, and it shows with it's not necessarily the tactics. Some of the players are listening to the tactics and they're executing them, but some players are just choosing not to go with that option. You understand? Because it's clear ngaranga who left. Faki pass uboya be 1-on-1, and then Utlarisa, he dribbles, he beats his man 1-on-1. And then suddenly he decides to go back. I can understand why. You understand? Then he needs to know once you beat your man not for the crowd, but beat your man to go forward. Uka step over, and then you yield nothing. You come back to square one. The very same player who you beat, who you left on his knees, is now back in front of you. You understand? So we can do better in that regard. That's why we'll keep seeing this boy being introduced, because some players are serious, man.
Okay. Let me go to Butlare. Butlare, welcome to the show, my brother. How are you?
I'm happy seeing what I'm seeing, even though the game is boring. But how are you, man? But
What did you see from this game?
guys, I think there's nothing much to analyze about Paris besides that saying they have the talent. The question is, are they executing? I don't know if the problem is the coach or the players, as Abudu Kucho would say. It's tough to say because we might blame the players, but you realize that the interpassing is there, but with no intention, basically. They are passing each other with no intentions. Someone is not looking up to look at which player is making a run. Hoto is busy making runs, and good runs that you can just put a through pass, and then you come inside to look to just finish. So for me, I think now it's starting to be clear that our coach, not our coach, but Abudi's Kucho's coach, it's a plumber. This team is a mess. It has all the talents, but with no intention to win. It's been struggling. So for me, I don't see Orlando Pirates winning this game. It's tough to analyze this game besides Pirates is just being pirates with no intention.
Okay, okay. Agent, welcome to the show, my brother. How are you?
Good man, I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. What did you see from this first half?
Yeah, I think if there's a timing stamp on the vote, you would see that I voted Arrows to win before the penalty,
Uh,
because I could see with the way parents are playing that after they scored, I don't know what happened to them, they kind of went a gear down. Um, and I don't think it's by design. I think usually we say this by Sundowns that just by design they drop a gear off, but Pirates is suspect. And you look at Holt, I don't know, maybe because sometimes Holt overlaps and he leaves them open at the back. So maybe the coach during the week was telling them that guys remember Holt that he's not a winger, he's a fullback.
don't give him the ball. Don't give him the ball.
Don't give him the ball. Remind him to go back, because I don't think it's an accident. Okay, 1 or 2 runs you can ignore and say, okay, fine, the player didn't see. But when it's continuous, you're like, nah, maybe that is something there, And I'm disappointed with Utladisa. I think Utladisa and Trolani were the players that I was watching for me, because I thought they're gonna be key players. With Utladisa, reminds me of Anthony, who I'm about to watch in 2 hours' time. He dribbles, gets past his man, and then steps back and makes a back pass. Like, bro, what are you doing there? And the Notralani, he's making things difficult for OCBA because he's disappeared. And on our side, they kind of played after they conceded. So yeah, it's not a bad game at all. Not a bad game at all. So yeah, not bad.
Okay.
But same old, what I wanted to say, but same old Pirates in terms of failing to go past the low block, But I thought maybe it's better because they have more ball playing players on the field, so it's a bit better. It's not the usual struggle. So,
Okay. Let me bring in Theo, Mr. 2.5 on Betway. How are you? Welcome, my brother.
We're milking it. Njani?
You're right. Theo, tell me, what did you see from this game?
Yeah. Let me greet you, Mr. OT. Greet the guys in the panel. I'm at the comment section. Oh wow. First of all, let me congratulate the Pirates. At least the coach is now graduated to understand what he needs. Bomb squad. I'm seeing the bench yake. Abo Lodge, abo Lipasa, abo Mfukeng, abo Saleng. I hope they come in, they bring in their fire guys. Because first half, I mean, let's be honest, guys. Like, and I know many Pirate supporters do not accept this. PSL teams have started to understand how to manage Pirates, not to beat them, to manage them. They've learned how to make Pirates ineffective. They've learned how to make Pirates be busy, but not be, effective enough to cause them many problems. They are slowly becoming a chiefs. The Pirates. If the coach does not learn and say, you know what, if we struggle to beat teams first half, then I'm going to use a bomb squad and I use the early. You understand? If he brings those guys early, he can bury Arrows, I promise you. Because Joby Arrows is a low block. They just need players that are going to move the ball quickly in front of them. Then they can cause them problems. But as I said, I always know if Pirates is going to concede a goal against Amatima Mangane. And I told you this before. I heard you talking about Lentole. And I told you, even at the beginning of the season, guys, I said we cannot expect Golden Arrows to compete in the Sundowns. And I said it rightfully so because I knew guys about Cape Town Spurs, Cape Town City, those teams are there to just, cause them a distraction. But Chiefs and Pirates need to stand up with the qualities that they have, the signings they have. They need to make Sundowns tick. They need to make Sundowns suffer.
Yeah.
Other than that, guys, those teams are going to make Chiefs and Pirates struggle. That's just going to be the only thing. As for the penalties, perfect decisions. Yeah.
Let me go to Malumuku's. Malumuku's already speaking about Golden Arrows. I wanna focus on them. 5-6 losses in a row. It's not the Golden Arrows from the beginning of the season, and even in this game, Golden Arrows is normally an attacking team that takes the game to the other team. What's going on? What's going wrong today?
Yeah, Mr. Utimineros gave one from day one.
Yeah.
It's actually no. Or they are relegation candidates. I strongly believe Cape Town Spurs will survive. And ask how, but I strongly believe there the relegation battle will be between Richards Bay and Golden Arrows. Because about serious. 1 minute lineup chinchile. 1 minute there's a new player, the new player is playing. And last time I checked, wasn't Nduduzo Spear supposed to go to Sundowns? And then he had discipline issues.
Ah.
And then today he's captain. Oh wow. You're going into a dark place. I could be wrong, but I was told he had discipline issues. From our reports at Dala. And today I'm not saying a man can't change, but I know the thing, man, Golden Arrows, because Pirates is weak right now. You understand? Weak in terms of we're not even posing a threat. It's like a Machita thinking about something else. You understand? It's like even after that goal, we dropped the tempo even lower. We were like, man, whatever. Like, Golden Arrows could have came back into the game and it actually went 2-1 up.
What's going wrong? What's going wrong for Pirates? What's happening on Pirates' side? Because it's been weeks, but you guys have been getting the wins recently.
Yeah, I'm quite complacent. I get weak. I'm just saying they're not playing intense football as we are known to be playing. One way everyone is running. Today no one is actually running besides Dion Ho, do I understand? And I think another thing that has changed our style of play from an overly explosive team to a much slower team, which I also appreciate to a certain degree. Get the introduction of Makaring on the right. With Makaring being on the right, we know which we can't rely on him to bomb down the right and Afagadi cross, right? And even the winger, or rather the wide midfielder up top there, come all right. We know he's not one to be running, taking on players. So we've actually lost pace because we know Tito wants to dribble, wants to pass through, not run past the Machita and Fiafai crossing Zima. Banana. He would choose an alternative method. I understand. So in terms of actual pace, Pirates has actually lost the actual pace, which is why we look much more relaxed and we like hunger, man. Ulona and I today, I think unwile man, abakam tester man. Evidence mahopa. Evidence mahopa. Angazi ngakubona lesiklama or something. He's not participating, he's not doing anything. Like usually he's there missing chances. Today he's not even missing chances, he's just missing in action. I understand. So if we can get someone who's more explosive, I would love to see Ulipasa. I would love to see Umfukeng, and rest one between Kim Vuli, no Kanagema Utladisa, as well as Kanagema Makopa. Makopa must make way for Ulipasa.
Score prediction?
3-1 Orlando Pirates.
Kiopilo. Okay. Let me go to Butare. What's going on for both teams? Arrows is usually an attacking team that plays, but they've been in their shell this match. They haven't played much. I don't know if it's a transition thing. And then on the Pirates side, the Pirates doesn't have that. They haven't had that thing for weeks now, even though they've been getting these wins.
First, before I continue with that, I think Theo, when he speaks of the bomb squad, is just hoping for Perez to score so that he can get a 2.5. But with regards to Abuti Kujo, I think Abuti Kujo has heard that Arrows might win this game. Arrows, a relegation contender, they are left with 9 points to survive relegation. Impossible. I think Abuti Kujo there, he's speaking from the heart that Orlando Pirates is not doing what they're supposed to do. But for Arrows, I think the mistake that they did is to let our coach Uvelagazi leave. I think after that, there's been a bit of on and off, and even the attacking football that we used to see, it's no longer there. We know in Arrows where it doesn't matter which team they play. Arrows will take Sundowns pound for pound, even though they can't, but they will take Sundowns pound for pound. And look at now, I think they are too deep. I don't know if it's a strategy from the coach to say, first half, let's maintain our energy. Second half, then we can go in hard on Orlando Pirates. But other than that, there's something wrong missing. And I think when it comes to Orlando Pirates, I did say this, and I want to agree with Theo when he says team in the PSL now, they know how to contain Orlando Pirates. I don't think it's just only containing Orlando Pirates. I said this last year or year before last. I said European coaches, the first season they get to South Africa, they win cups and everything. After that, they will struggle because now the coaches in the PSL, they understand now their tactics, they understand how they think. So the game becomes difficult for them. So that's exactly what's happening with Orlando Pirates. We don't know what's going to happen, but I feel like Golden Arrows will come in, put in more power. And I want to agree with Abuti Kucho when he said, I feel like the players from the 16th, man, they're barbarized. I don't think they were in camp, these guys. I think they're barbarized.
Yeah,
It's frustrating.
allegedly, please.
Okay, that allegedly barbarized.
Not doing that to me. Score prediction.
That allegedly barbarized. I think I'll go with 2-2 draw.
Okay. Agent, very quickly. What's wrong with Arrows? What's wrong with Pirates? What's your score prediction?
I think with Arrows, I think it's a cushion thingy. I think there was the yin and yang between the two coaches. I think now we see that Mabuti is more defensively minded. So I think it worked well between him and Kano, that he was more attack minded, he's more defensive minded. So when they got together, it became a balanced team. So I think once we disturbed that harmony, it got to the players. And on the Para side, I think today, like I'm saying, I don't want to be too critical of Jose because I think he's trying to solve the problem that we've been crying out, So it will be interesting to see now that is he going to bring in those players and revert back to the speed Pirates, or he's going to just stick with this ones? Because I feel like if he sticks with this one to the last minute, he might get something. But I see Arrows winning 2-1.
Oh, donkey. So we've got Malume Kuto saying Pirates are going to win 3-1. We've got Flare saying it's going to be a 2-2 draw. And we've got Agent saying it's going to be a 2-1 win for Arrows. Look, guys, this is how I feel. I feel like being brave is tough. Arrows was brave in the beginning of the season. They were a brave team. They were an attacking team. They understood their strengths, their weaknesses, and they knew that they wanted to come out and dominate teams. I think it becomes tough for you to carry on doing that throughout the whole season, because I think the smaller teams, quote unquote, at some point they sit back and they go, yeah, Mara, how long can we continue doing this and how long? And they start doing things that they're not good at, They've been outplayed a few times in the past few games, Arrows. And the Arrows doesn't seem like the same team that started this season. Now, to Agent's point, it could be down to you, Coach, losing Coach Vilagazi. Because Coach Vilagazi and Coach Mabuti, co-head coaches at the time when Arrows was flying high. Oh, Chance Pirates. Oh, don't go. Miss of the season. That was the miss of the season. Mahopa did everything right. Got the ball, turned, put it on a plate for Ndondo. No way. Okay. Yo, what a bad miss. But as I was saying, so I think that's what Arrows' problem is. And you could see some of this in this match where they haven't been able to play, they haven't pushed forward, they haven't done anything, in this game. They're trying now in the second half. On to Pirates. Guys, Pirates is predictable. Pirates is the most predictable team, or one of the most predictable teams in the league, because all you need to do is to install a low block and watch them. Let them have the ball. Let them play with the ball. The minute they lose it, hit them. That's what teams have been doing. So now teams know how to manage Pirates, guys. As Theo said, they know how to manage them. They know, Guti, once you frustrate them with tactic A for them is there's spacing behind. Pirates can play aggressively. They get players behind your defense. They punish you. But if you don't have that, Pirates players have a tendency holding onto the ball too much. Ndia holds onto the ball, then he gives it to team holds onto the ball. That one holds onto the ball. It gets to Utito, who also out of the blue started holding the ball, even though that wasn't his game in the beginning of the year. But anyway, he starts holding the ball. By the time you get to me, I've already got 5 defenders, 4 people in front of the defense. I'm chilling. I don't need to do much. Now you guys have to do Hollywood passes to get past me. Everybody knows that that's Pirates' tactic now. Everyone knows. But Pirates, lucky enough for them, they've been getting away with the odd lucky goal, the odd penalty that has helped them over the past few weeks. But honestly, you haven't seen a Pirates that look like they're a threat. They don't look like they could score. As Pirates at the beginning of the season looked like at any given moment, you could catch 4 goals, 5 goals. There was that time where they scored 4 the one day game, then they scored 5 the next game. Like, they were on fire. That's not the Pirates we see now. And Jose has been struggling with this low block problem this whole time. I also think Jose is struggling with managing his personnel. I think. And I think that Jose needs to sit back, figure out who his first team is, figure out a way for Team A, Plan A to win. Then you can go on to Plan B. About Adi Salaba that have been brought in now, you're asking why. When Abon Fukeng were doing well. Lodge is back. Lodge could have played. You know, Lepasa, okay, he was doing very well in the beginning, went through a little bit of a dip. There's players there. Pirates has players. Players on players on players on players. But you don't see them maximizing the amount of quality that they have. You don't see it. And for me, that's just sad, man. It's sad. I think Pirates, I'm a Chiefs fan. I'm not a Pirates fan. I'm not a Sundowns fan. I'm a Chiefs fan. It's sad to watch Pirates not maximize all of this talent. How many teams would kill to have Ndondo? Would kill to have Mahopa, like it or not? Would kill to have a Kim Viudi, would kill to have these type of players, the Tim, Vukeng on the bench, Lepasa. They would kill for this team. Pirates has the team, yet they're playing as though they're everybody else. But we'll see. Maybe they'll pace up in the second half. Pirates has always been a pace team for me, very pace. If you don't play with pace as a Pirates team, you're not going to be successful, especially this one. I think Pirates profits from overwhelming teams. They just... Mahupa's running. Mufukeng's running. Tito's running. Everybody's doing this. You hit them. You win. But if they're going to build up slowly, I don't know what's going to happen. In fact, in this game, it looks like Arrows has woken up and they're trying to win this second half. Watch Pirates be a little bit more dangerous because Arrows is going to leave spaces at the back. Watch. I don't even care anymore. I just want to watch a good game. Which team you can compare with for bad football? Drunken Masters FC, beautiful football. Please leave us alone. I'd say Cape Town Spurs. Oh. PK says 2-1 and then the Pirates win. Ndondlo is not having a good game since the start of the game. Poor performance from Ndondlo. And you know what's sad about Ndondlo? I've always said that Ndondlo is the most important player at Pirates. But I don't know if it's because the role that he used to play has been taken away from him. But he doesn't look interested in the game. He doesn't look like he cares. I don't know if you guys have noticed it, man. The way he runs, the way he moves, it just feels as though Ndondlo is not 100% here. And I think it hurts Pirates because, again, for me, Ndondlo is the most important player at Pirates, for me. They changed his role, they did all the stuff. He's done with this. Maybe get 16. Maybe get 16 kids December. We don't know. Hey, Mabubu, you might need to make one of those Hollywood passes, eh? Oh. Offside, Mahopa. Finally did something right, Mahopa. Can you tell me how Saleng is playing? Saleng is on the bench, GT. Saleng is on the bench. How are you doing, Wahib? How are you doing? Welcome. I'm a bit concerned because these players lack quality both ends. How can you play slow? Wahib just joined. It's exactly what I was been saying. Pirates is such a slow team. And Pirates has never been a slow team. Even from the time Tabo Manyisa, time Tabo Tlosi Khulela, times are those players, they were never a slow team. I don't know if he's trying to change philosophies now. Maybe he's doing a Steve thing. Maybe now he's being stubborn about a philosophy he's trying to install at Pirates. But for me, it doesn't work, man. Tim is Martin, Martin Tim. The way Tim has been running away from the ball this game. The way Tim has been running away. I'm a bit concerned because I switched it off. Don't like in game time. Rivero doesn't like him. But that Doomza, Mara, it also seems like Rivero doesn't like Pirates at this moment. Like he's not running, he's not playing. There's a lot wrong. I know it's not just about the miss that he made. If you watch Pirates play, the past few games don't go in. Hi, Manu Kichima Unamaketa on his feet. He's running like he's got weights, man. He's running. Ingati, there's something holding him back. You can see it on his face. He's not all the way there. I think. I may be wrong, but for me, it doesn't look like he's all the way there. Guys, it's fast, hence they struggle against slow block teams. He's trying a new tactic. Someone score. Someone score. Mavuvuvu makes it 2-1. Mavuvuvu makes it 2-1. Kimviudi. Okay. You gotta give him props. You gotta give him props. I'll even say Pirates is starting to play the way that I said about the overwhelming of teams. Not Arrows. Pirates. Arrows is opening up now. Ding ding. Cheese Boy Lebohang even said the tempo is high. Yeah, Pirates is a high tempo team. Needs patience, and Sundowns is slow to break, low defense. You need to be slow and patient. I hear you, agent. I don't think the problem is the slow and patient. I think the problem is you have to be purposeful. So if you watch the Sundowns when they're breaking down a team, every pass has a reason and has a goal. Like there's a purpose to why I'm making this pass. There's a purpose to why I'm playing it here. You know, when we say teams are playing out from the back, Swallow says they want to play out from the back. Cool. You watch them do it. Then you watch Sundowns play out from the back and you can see that there's a purpose to each pass, right? So if he's trying to instill this slow build-up for a Pirates and maybe a patient, methodical, breaking down type of play, he's going to have to make sure that when Kimvudy gets the ball, Kimvudy knows what to do with the ball. You know, when we are being patient, I can't have... Thank you, Babam Teto. We've reached our goal of followers today. Thank you to everybody. You can't have Hoto bombing forward when we're trying to be patient. You can't have, like, there's so many things you can't have because you're trying to be methodical with it. You're trying to pull the team out of position. But if you're going to get to the front and then panic and just throw a ball somewhere and then it's one, that's why I believe that Pirates is a better chaos team. The goals that have come now is chaos. The defense doesn't know where they're running to. While the defense is trying to figure out where they're running to and they're going to go press, the guy who's got the ball, Kimvudy is now popped up on the other side. He's free. This one is now running here. So I have to come out of position. They're great chaos. But being methodical, man, being methodical takes a lot more, man. And I feel like it's a lot more than just having possession. Kapinga's injured, if not mistaken. Oh, Tio! Hey, Tio, gambe! It's 2.5 ka Tio. Nice play from Makopa. Says Malume Kuto. Very beautiful goal there by Kimvudy, but the goalkeeper, I'm in love when the Pirates team bring the raw possession high press. Yes! Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Wahib. When it's pace and it's power, that's where they get the goals from. If you notice, if you've watched Pirates maybe last season, Pirates, when Saleng was on fire, very few times did you see Saleng and Lepasa combine. Or Lepasa this year. Yeah, Lepasa this year. Very few times do you see them play direct passes to each other. It was just chaos. The chaos frees Saleng. Saleng scores. If Saleng is being closed down, the chaos frees up Ulipasa. Lipasa was scoring strikers' goals. A ball comes in, the defender's looking that way. Remember the one where he shielded a player, trapped it, put it into the top corner. It wasn't slow building. We're playing for possession. Niga mina niga wena uchiga ushepa kwa. Then while you're doing that, there's a third run. No, it wasn't that. But yeah, here we go. Pirates about to get away with it again. They're about to get away with it again. Yo, guys. Credit to Pirates though. Credit to them. I think Arrows got excited. I think Arrows really wanted to capitalize. And in them really wanting to capitalize, positioning. My favorite player on the Arrows across, did you see his positioning over those past few plays? It was so bad. It was so bad. Because they were pushing. Gordo. That was a bad pass. See if YouTube is saying anything. Guys, I am banned still on Facebook, so if you want to watch any of the previous shows, they are on YouTube. YouTube is where you'll find them. They're about to get number 3. Pirates. Chaos. Ref is starting to get on their nerves. Last season is the things of the past. We need to build on from last season with combinations. I don't know why I was banned. They haven't given me a reason. I have appealed. But we'll hear what they say. Lucky Keto, thank you for the follow. Oh, Arrows, there's the chance. Crossbar. Was it offside? I think it was offside. Yeah, offside. Crossbar, Arrows. They can make it back into this game. They can make it back into this game. They can make it back. If you've seen Unda, no Spisi together, they can make it back into this game. But in them trying to make it back, you open at the back. That's the problem. You open at the back. Yeah, it didn't look that much offside, eh? I was hoping for another goal just to look a bit more comfortable, says Wahib. Hi, Rev. Don't get dissent, man. Just give them the ball and try score a goal. What's wrong with these players, man? Who are you performing to? Is it because of the crowd? Now they want to bounce balls and make it look like they're angry. Hi, guys. Play, man. Did he win the ball there? "63 minutes in, 2-1 to Pirates. 2 penalties in the first half. And then a goal from Kim Vihudi for the second one. For Pirates' second one. Look at where Cross is playing. They're going to catch him out here. He doesn't get injured, he's going to be called out because you can't play back 3. Cross. Yeah, kick Cross. There's all grass like that. Yeah? "12 fouls, Pirates, 8 fouls, Arrows." I'm not gonna lie, Pirates in that last 10 minutes, they had a 10-minute spell where they looked incredible. They've taken their hands off. They've taken, hey, yay. Better choices. Better choices, and you could have scored a goal there, Arrows. Cross. Counter, Pirates, counter. Let's go, let's go. Ah, that was a bad pass. That was a bad pass. Tito. Well, Tito seems to run out of gas, man. He seems to run out of gas. He can't finish a game. He doesn't look fully fit in games. There's a counter, Pirates. There's a counter. Oh no. Solas, Arrows is back. Post cross. Who's lying down? There's two Pirates players lying down. Mahopa. Mahopa leo Clarissa. Clarissa King fitness. Is it bomb squad time? Oh, Clarissa wasting time. Why are they wasting time now? But the Arrows might score, says Vutlare. Why are they wasting time now? Ooh, are we saying that could have been a penalty? Pop, pop, pop. Can you guys still hear me? Please look at the spikes on the grass. Oh, you know the PSL doesn't care, man. Malume Kutso, the PSL doesn't care. He wants to come off. He wants to come off. Let me check my other team, how my other team is doing while we wait for this game. Okay, halftime, Arsenal, Brighton, 0-0. Yeah, Clarissa's tired. Clarissa's tired. Clarissa's tired. Yeah, it's to be expected, man. He hasn't played. He hasn't played in a while. We're waiting for Man United versus Liverpool. Man United, please do the Lord's work so that we can get back to the top. Please, just do the Lord's work. You've got one job, Man United. Just one job. If you can beat them by 5, please beat them by 5. Hey, Mahopa, does this mean Lepasa's coming on? Mahopa's also tired, guys. Mahopa's also tired. Yeah, there was very little in that. Well, it looked like it's nothing. Hopefully, he's holding his head while going off with the stretcher. Kanale Ring, I hope Man United does the Lord's work. I really do hope. But how do you start wasting time? How do you start wasting time? 67th minute. That's when you want to start wasting time. Let's look at the votes. 8 people are saying that Pirates is going to win. 3 are saying it's going to be a draw, and then 2 are saying Golden Arrows is going to win. Yeah, that changed. Let me see these people who are voting for Pirates. Wait. Pause and pause. Or must I make it? Must I make it your vote is your secret? Because I can see the votes on this side. I'm gonna highlight the PK pen. There is an arrow by the arrow. There's a thing by the arrows logo. Click on that and then it'll allow you to vote. Oh, bomb squad. Here comes the bomb squad. Forky, Lodge, Lily Pasa. Kill bomb squad. Pananom says, Zanzi coaches, Mabuti, instead of organizing and motivating his players, is busy shouting at the linesman. But it's going to be a lovely draw. Oh, Tito finally came off. Not to say that he's a bad player, but he's been Ojisa squad man. Okay, let's see. Now I want to see what happens, because when Lodge comes onto the pitch, sometimes it tends to confuse Kinviudi more than anyone else. It almost feels like there's a Grotman on the pitch and Kinviudi disappears. I want to see how Umabubu is going to handle this one. Umabubu. Matubi says we're going to score a third goal. Danko. Toki Fonda sub, I don't understand. He's going back to the old ways. He's going back to the old ways. This bomb squad is going to be faster. This is how they set up before. Toki and CBC were just guys who'd be there. They weren't necessarily... They didn't play the ball. They didn't bring up the ball. They didn't do any of that stuff. He's already confused, OT. Let's see how Mabubu handles this. How come we don't have players that go after Makaringe more? I would attack Makaringe's side like there's no tomorrow. That gives you a stable passing game unless he wants to go. That's what I'm saying. I think Pirates is about to accelerate. So we're going to start seeing what Pirates used to do when Dondo would get the ball directly from the goalkeeper. That eliminates one pass. And they're probably looking to free Abo Lodge. Why isn't Saleng on? I feel like if bomb squad Saleng, man. Saleng needs to be on. But why play Makaring as a right back? They've got no full backs left. And it doesn't look like coach wants to I don't know if coach wants to play three at the back, because he could easily play three at the back with Klokis BC Enda, but then and maybe put Makaring in like a left wing back type of position. But okay, he's playing him left back, right back, but it doesn't seem like anybody is interested in attacking Makaring in that position that he's not used to, which is very weird. It's very weird. Arrows had a flurry, but then they stopped going, man. They stopped going for it. Rato, only if Pirates was playing Sundowns, they wouldn't play Makaring there. Yeah, because Rulani is going to target you. Rulani? Show Rulani a weakness. It's more a tactical move, the defensive line with a high wing back. True, you could say that. Could have started that way. All I know is that there's going to be very little play from the back with Pirates. All I know. Eh? Silent football is one way, and most teams knows once he gets in, it's just to cover the inside. True, but if Arrows starts chasing this game, regardless of whether you know or not, there'll be space. Mabuti is looking now at 6 games lost in all competitions. Yeah, Clarissa was down earlier. I don't know, Mabuti ufunani lapha. I don't know what Mabuti is doing with those officials. Guys, I hope you're tapping the screen. Please tap the screen. Do me the favor, tap the screen. Let's try get to like 25,000 likes, man. I hardly ask, but let's try get to 25,000 likes. Ay, Mabuti Mege. Focus on getting your team back on track. It's gone. How? Talisa is tired. He won't finish the game. To be fair, he hasn't started the game in a long time. I don't expect him to finish the game. Guys, tap the screen and also send some gifts, man. It's December, man. Send the gift, mo. Thank you to the 29 gifts that have already been sent. Let's do more. Let's do more. Clarissa is clapping like he's got a season-ending career. The stretcher people are so tired. They're like, guys. The moment Lodge steps onto the pitch, King does Lodge bully Mavuvu co-practicing or something. Because Kim Beauty just disappears, man. Soon as Lodge steps onto the pitch. Damini has come on. Okay. Guys told me that Damini is good at like holding the ball. So I guess Jose is trying to set up shop. Kwala Mimati. Let's see. Come, Aros. Come, Aros. Make it the most exciting 10 minutes. Korankoli, guys. Support him. Support him. Support him. Lamini instead of Fukeng, he does not need... he doesn't want more goals, guys. He doesn't want more goals. He's happy. I would have loved to see Fukeng, man. What's wrong with Mfukeng? Is it ever since he's come back from that Wolves trial? Does this mean that Mfukeng, maybe they're not playing him to not jeopardize the deal? I don't understand. Mfukeng usaleng. Le pasa. Do they have beef with the coach that we don't know? I can't believe I was speaking so highly of Cross and he's been out of position so much this game. But K is 22. In terms of the PSL, he's still a baby, I guess. That's what we always say. I need another goal, guys. Man. We've got maybe 15 minutes left of this game. And Arrows has toned down. They were attacking. They were doing very well. I think that goal scared them back into their shell, to be honest with you. Because Pirates has all the position. Oh, whoa. Ay, Moon. What is with PSL players, man? Are they allergic to scoring? Like they're allergic to making the right decisions in the box. That's not a foul, ref. Come on. That's not a foul, man. Seeing the players love this Pirates shirt, that's why they fight for the manager. I guess Lepasa and Lodge are on to manage the game. It's not the only goal, but time wasting. 79th minute. Arrows has a free kick. Between the edge of the box and the circle. Pretty far. Let's see what they can do with it. Flashed across goal. Tisetso says Rivero marabafetu. Hai ke shapuka yena. Ushapuka kuchwa how? Guys, are we being unfair? Uli winetsi trophy. Leako number 5 or 4 now. Lilela ngekana Tisetso. Kholla. Tlolane has come off. Zuke has come on. Swan is very young and don't know football. What's the reason to sub Nda? I think he wants pure defenders on the pitch. He wants pure defenders. Yeah, Wahib, I agree. It's to have more defenders on the pitch. Nda is a Swiss Army knife. Toki and Sbisi are very solid when they're playing together, you know? You might want to try exploit it because they haven't played together for a while. But I understand the logic of Jose in that moment. It's almost like he's saying that I don't want the ball anymore. I don't want too much of the ball. I just want us to be able to control the ball. Well, control the attacks and control the other team. I was saying that it might be too early for 62 minutes, but okay, it worked out. Lodge wants to play one two-lead team. It's only one he trusts. Have you noticed that when Lodge comes onto the pitch, when Da's playing, Da plays long diagonal balls to Lodge. These players, guys, I'm telling you, these players have beefs with each other. Honestly, at Pirates, I feel like, and I've said this before, I feel like there's an old team and a new team. The old team, Aboloch, Abonda, Abos Banbani, what are those ones? Then the new team, Abon Gondro, Abon Fukeng coming on finally. Abon Fukeng, Abos Banban. And I feel like they were playing incredible football separately. I think if you don't include Abon Dondo in this team and you let Tim Cook, you'll see something. But having them both on the pitch is too much clashing. Watch the confidence that early Pirates played with Abotito, Nabon Fukeng, before the old guys came back. Oh, that was football, man. Tisetu says my favorite player in. Oh, Fukeng is your favorite player. Mine is Mahamud. There's actually a graphic I forget to put up with Mahamud. Yes, Giroy. Yes, last point is on the pitch. Yo, Pirates players, man, they switch off. It's like they don't want to play. $84 minutes in. 2-1 Pirates. It's down to man management. Yeah. But it's a dying art. Man management is a dying art, man. Man management. These new coaches get given everything they want, and then they keep moaning and complaining until they get everything they want. They hardly ever have to work with the players they have. And it's not just about discipline and stuff like that. Sometimes it's about attitude. Sometimes it's about creating a situation where players listen to you and things like that. I don't know if our coaches have that. I think there is camaraderie for Pirates, but how far does it go? I was hoping for Arrows to make this a little bit more exciting, especially being the team that has 5 league losses in a row. Man, this Theron, why does he seem old? I want to pull up Theron's age. He looks old, man. I mean, the missing teeth are not helping as well, his case, but he looks old. Let me see. B. Theron. Brandon. Oh, he's 30. Okay, he was born in 93, he's 30. Let me change this goal here because you guys have been incredible today. Let me change this goal. Trying to get 35,000, guys. 35,000. The big goal is 50. I want 50 within the next few months. Did he used to play for Chiefs? Why don't I remember him? Theron. Him, man. Oh. Sorry about that. Something's flying around here. Golden Arrows is very good at the start of the season. Oh, no, that's Ballerina High. I mean Theron. Number 42. That guy, the guy on the screen with the missing front teeth. This game's almost done, and I'm sad because Arrows hasn't done much, man. Arrows hasn't done much. And they could have had something, especially at the beginning of the second half, when they were trying very hard to score a goal, and they even won that penalty. What a bet. Yo, guys, decision making. I wanted Arrows to win. I'm in two minds. On one side, I want Pirates to win because I want them to be very close to Sundowns. On the other hand, I don't want Kenyeza as the new coach Elikini, young coach Elikini, relatively young coach Elikini, to have to go through the scrutiny that's going to come from this. you know, any owner will look at him and say, "Hey, guy, six, seven losses in a row. Yo, Arrows came from five consecutive losses, so it's a very tough task to face a good team." Is Pirates that good? Is Pirates that good? Have they been that good these past few years? I don't think so. Well, okay, let me say this season. Past few months have been very bad for Pirates. Mutizwa, yeah, he's on the bench. Knox. Actually, Knox could have been a great player for this game. I think Knox would have done better than Umun. Nice catch. Nice catch. Knox Mutizwa could have been great in this game. Umun. I'm behind by a second. Aye. Is that how they go through? Okay, I get 3 goals to Pirates. No, it's not. It's 2. It's 2. They didn't give it. Did they give it? Yeah, they didn't give it. Look, Arrows are going to try a run now. Now Pirates have to deal with 5 minutes added on because Utlarisa decided that I'm going to sit down. I want to see a replay. I thought that was, let's see. How can that be offside? How can that be offside? But the Pirates is climbing the log little bit by little bit. Says Usiabonga. Yeah, that's meant to be a goal. Yeah, that was meant to be a goal. That was meant to be a goal. They were robbed of a third one there. Let's ask 3 consecutive finals isn't good enough. If you're not making progress elsewhere, that might be a bit of an issue, if that makes sense. Knox is their best striker. Yeah, it is. He is their best striker. You're actually right, Colin. Well, Knox should have been playing this game. Could have given Da and Specie a run for their money. That's not offside, guys. That's not offside. Arrow's playing aimless football now. Arrow's playing aimless football now. I don't like it when they play aimless football. Cutback, Lodge. Now Pirates want to hide their bad performance in the first half, or their below average performance in the first half. Chase Bola even. The manager is good at player improvement, so time will tell. Is that now Kanyeza? We've got about a minute. We've got about a minute left. We're gonna have to change our tune, our tune sometimes when we're speaking about the Pirates, because if they continue doing this, it's no longer like, you can't be calling it a fluke. I always say they're getting away with things. Oh, Gabriel Jesus scored for Arsenal. Arsenal leading 1-0 versus Brighton. Thank you so much. Now, Man United, you've got one job to do. Just one. How much do you hate us versus how much do you hate Liverpool? Oh, man. Yeah, no, you were robbed. The Tumza, you were robbed of the Lodge goal. Robbed. Almost got another one there. Le pasa. Seems like only Mamelodi Sundowns FC supporters are gifting. Ow. Wait, see. And then Batko Makala, abang pona ki shabile kabu yellow one day. Let's see. Pirates are showing good player selection and also balance of players having game time. Sundowns does it better. Forget about that one. Man United will not win. Okay, guys, the end of the game. I'm going to let everybody jump in. You'll get 2 minutes to say your piece about this game, and then we will move on. So if you do want to request, remember that you have to be following me. And then there's a button at the bottom of your screen that says multi-guest. Click on that button, join, and then I'll let you in. Just for the sake of time, I'm going to let everybody come in and say their words and then move on. If nobody requests, hey, it ends earlier. But, oh, wait, I didn't turn it off. Hang on. There we go, that's better. Pirates, 2-1 winners versus Golden Arrows. Butlare, how are you, my brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm the only one.
It looks like it. Oh, here comes Wahib. What did you think of this game?
Obvious. Golden Arrows disappointed me second half. Pirates being Pirates, I think maybe the sub of Ukoki and Unda worked. For me, I didn't understand it, but maybe it worked. And then Utladisa going out, it also worked. I think Pirates, they're playing with the boy Umufukeng because the introduction of Umufukeng, that's where the Temekos Lodge came in. The boy, he can take anyone on. And one thing I love about him, when he takes someone on, he doesn't take the person on for the sake of, I want to beat you for the fence.
Yeah.
It looks like he knows why he's doing something. And even when he plays this 1-2, he passed and created space for himself. So I'm impressed, very matured from a young man like him. So I wish we could have even elder players, senior players do the same thing. So for Orlando Pirates, big up to Orlando Pirates for winning. I have nothing much to say than to be disappointed with the Golden Arrows. And there's no need for Abuti Kucho to alululate. We know Pirates won by luck. But yeah, for Abuti Kucho, Sundowns is gifted, Chiefs is gifted. His alulating should be gifts. That's all I can have to say for today. But
Okay. Thank you, VT. Let's go to Wahib. Wahib, how did you see this game, my brother? Welcome.
I'm very nervous. I was very nervous in the first half, though. But the manager, you know this one. He is special. He knows how to balance the players. He knows when to make subs, how to do the right thing at the right time. So, good result. Let's just improve and move forward.
Okay. I hear you, Wahib. Hey, me, it wasn't convincing, but I hear you, my brother. I hear you. Let me bring in Malume Kuzo. What did you think of the game?
I want it to be flavorful. Ngicela uqale ngoXolani. Ngoba after Xolani.
Okay. Olani, how did you see the game, my brother? Welcome.
Hi, sharp, bro. I came in Bimnandi first because for the past games, the Sundowns, the Pirates, but low scale and good some games are by poor, but the game at least there was a bit of entertainment. It wasn't as boring as our previous games are. And coming to the Pirates, yeah, first ngiyabona ukuthi abadlali babo bebengekho ababadingayo. And I actually changed my my prediction sengibona uKabela because I mean when Ukabelo fielding, there's always going to be a goal. Although ama fans Pirates engamthandi kangako because you hardly see ukuthi wenzani kodwa you are bound to have goal from kuyena whether assist noma i-goal. Arrow's part ayifethu angazi ukuthi bemhlalisa uNoxman ngaphandle.
Yeah.
It still puzzles me ukuthi he's your best player first. You rather go for Moon than uNoxman. Yabo. And uNoxman ubezom expose uMakaringa lapha because usually ama runs akhe he run off the shoulder yabo.
Yeah.
Adrika even ama center back asho neceleni. Yebo leyo nto. So yeah, basically bebukeka. Congratulations to the Pirates first. And I'm very happy for Ukim Vuiti first. I think izonyusa i-confident yakhe because ngibona manje ukuthi uthola sorry guys.
No, it's fine. Sizokhuluma kahle Monday. Yeah,
Sure.
okay.
Yeah, I think izoboosta i-confident yakhe first because that guy ngangimfisa nami ukuthi aye phambili futhi yabo adlale team enkulu. Sure.
Okay. But we'll come back. Yes, Monday last khuluma ngazo kuqala. Kahle, sorry. Thank you Malume Kutso for the gifts. Let me go to stepfather. Yeah, win team.
Sure, bro.
Win team yakho.
From the 3 points of Kala, I said to you, all we're gonna do now is get 3 points. Ogunye no win Sogboya next year. So far so good. 3 points, 9 points in the row. Ogunye Sogboya next year, bafethu. Indaba ukuthi sidlale kanjani angisena ndaba nalokho. As long as we get 3 points, sivale ya gap phela sithi team enkulu kumele sikukubule. Sivale ya gap layer. Emva kwalokho sobe sikulungisa indaba yokudlala manje. It's not about playing beautiful now. It's about getting a 3 points.
Yeah. Manje coach wena at least unikeza
For me, just
uyanzama.
angithi lo coach uyas-expose ukuthi kahle kube kuthiwa ubekathanda ngabe siyakhompyutha ne-Sundowns so bese kabheka amakhaphu yena now ngoba kusina amakhaphu. I told you this before ukuthi this coach is a coward. Our coach is a coward. If ucoach ebekazimisela ngabe sikhompyutha ne-Sundowns but now siyaqala manje sinamakhaphu manje sikhetha ama-3 points kube kuthiwa ubekathanda kuthiwa kusina amakhaphu bezodlala i-draw today but then now because uyabona ukuthi okay fine now we need udila nama-3 points now. It doesn't matter ukuthi dlala kanjani. Only 3 points. 3 points. What next? Shaya 3 points. Sivale nge-stand sport nama-champions. Sibahlaba ngo-3 points. Sibona next year okunye.
Okay.
Mina I'm happy for the 3 points. That's all.
Hayi ngiyakuzwa. Ithi kufaka Malume Kutso.
So gift phela nakazodlala ngathi. So gift.
Sawona ama-gift ayangena.
Yeah, ke re ba itse Pagania what. Kaka must represent. Before I speak, I must go and represent. And as you can see, 3 points again. Ngibone sekenya di substitute enzima.
Bomb squad.
Line up. Ha ke sheba ke re so say it's from Utlarisa Kimvili Maswanga Lepasa Kimang Makhopa Yakinaga Lepasa Lochu Pasagamnandi Kabelo Jamini Komkokotlong Raitoma Raifetsa Kanakima Mufuki Wabona Luenoria. Yeah, Zashisa. And we could have made it 3-1 as I predicted, but Linesman, just like with Theo, he was satisfied with over 2.5, did not want anything else to do with Lodge scoring. Lodge saving goals, Lodge saving his sentence nicely. We are happy as Buccaneers, but after Bucks.
Okay. Hayi. Siyabonga. Man winner, please, guys. Fakana ma gift, please. Man loser, fakana ma gift, it's fine. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me. Look, I'm not gonna say too much. Disappointed by Arrows because Arrows had been the second best team in the league all through the beginning of the league for quite a few games, and now it seems as though they've dropped. They didn't really show up to this game. The few times that they did show up to this game and actually played, they actually looked good. They won a penalty. They looked great going forward, right? But they chose to sit down in their shell. And this Pirates team is not a strong team. They're able to be beaten. You should be beating this Pirates team. On the Pirates side, again, they win again. And I don't want to be one of those sour people that say, no, it's lucky. Look, if you've been lucky for almost 6 games outside of a draw, for almost 6-7 games outside of a draw, then it's your pattern. You are doing well. You're figuring out how to win the games even when you're not playing all the way up to your best. So I'm going to give them credit there and say, you know what, Jose? The 3 points are clocking. The 3 points are clocking. In terms of the performance, it wasn't a classic standout performance. They looked very, very lethargic, very complacent, very slow for many parts of this game. It's only for those moments where Kim Viudi, upped the pace a bit, when things hit crossbars and came back and became goals and became 2-1s. We'll say that, you know what, guys, Pirates is Pirates. They've won the game. You give them credit. We'll properly dissect this game on Monday, as we normally do. For the rest of December, the normal shows, the show schedule is going to be Monday to Thursday, 8 p.m., and then Friday, 12:30 for the members show. Thank you so much, Stepfather. Thank you so much, Malume Kuzo. Thank you to Vutlari van der Norm. Thank you to PK. Thank you to Tolani for the gifts. We over doubled the gifts. So thank you so much, guys. We also met our goal for followers. I had to up it again. Thank you guys so much for the support. All of these shows and even these live watch-alongs and all of the other conversations we've had are available on YouTube. You're not going to be able to access Facebook because I'm banned, or if you can access Facebook, it's not going to be updated all the way. So because I'm banned currently, you'll find on YouTube, they're there in full, including these lives, everything that's on there, and other content that I do. Also, if you can do me the favor of making my December even greater by joining one of the memberships on YouTube, you go into YouTube, the Overthinking Football Show, click on subscribe, click on join. 20 Rand is the cheapest one. You get access to our WhatsApp group. It's incredible. And also you get to support us and make December a very nice month as well, where we don't have to worry about bills and things. Thank you guys so much for the support you've shown me up to this year. I'll see you guys then on Monday at 8 p.m.